Hey guys, I'm Evan. Welcome to Country View Acres. So today I'm starting to clean out some fence rows. You can see one of them here behind me goes down the edge of my driveway, and it is full of these old hedge posts. And they've probably been here for years. They don't hardly rot at all. And attached to this was some old woven wire fence. So I figured right here was a good place to start. These trees were already dead. These are mulberry trees. One died last year. I think that one died the year before. So we're gonna cut these up into firewood and then haul off all the brush. All right, I think these 4 pieces are big enough for firewood, so I'm gonna grab the tractor with the grapple, take it over to the woodshed. So that tree right there is in the way of being able to pick up the brush, but it's also right where our new fence is gonna be. So our new fence is gonna be about 5 feet north of this old fence line that we're tearing out. And it needs to come out anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it down. We'll haul off the rest of the brush and limbs here, and then we'll go ahead, we'll get started on the next one. gonna go ahead and try to fell this tree now. The problem is all the limbs are on this side of the tree, so all the weight is that way. It's gonna naturally wanna fall that way, but I don't want it to, because there's a culvert right here and there's a ditch that goes that direction. I don't want it to fall in the ditch. So I'm gonna try to cut it and try to fell it more that direction, about 90 degrees to what it naturally wants to do. So this probably isn't gonna work too well. It may wanna twist and roll when it falls, but I'm gonna do my best to keep it out of the ditch. Where I wanted it. Well, that ended up going almost exactly where I wanted it, and honestly, I didn't think I was going to get it to fall this direction. I'm kind of surprised. So when it hit the ground, it ended up rolling this way a little bit. So all the limbs are at least on top. It's going to make it easier to cut up. So we'll go ahead and delimb it. I think we're going to get more firewood out of this one, actually. All right, I've got this area cleaned up now, and everything just went perfect today. I can't believe it, to be honest with you. It never goes perfect, right? And the trees fell exactly the way I wanted to, no problem, fell in the trees. The limbs, when I was grabbing them with the grapple, most of the time I could get almost all the limbs, if not all the limbs, with the grapple, and didn't have to have too many trips. So everything just really went smooth. And I'm really glad that I ended up picking this location to start. So now I've got a nice clear area here where I can drive in with the tractor and I can get into the field from this side and then start clearing down that fence row over there as well. So it's nice to be able to have an access point where I can get in here and start cleaning out that fence row and then start cleaning out this fence row. So it's only about 30 feet of fence row cleaned out. I think we've got somewhere close to probably 1,000 feet to go. I mean, quite a bit to go to try to clean out, but at least we got to start. We got a way in and out, and it'll be an interesting process trying to get in there, clean everything out. Never know what you're going to get into when you really get into some fence row spots. This really wasn't much of the fence row. There was actually, we never even ran into wire in this spot. Most of the posts were gone. You can see a few posts down there, and you see a lot of posts down this way, but this was probably the clearest area to start with as well. So we started at the easy place, but yeah, pretty good day. This is just the beginning of this project. So it's really just kind of getting us an access to get started. But I think that's going to be it for today's video. It's a pretty quick little video today. That mulberry, I'm going to turn that into firewood. I'll cut that up another time. That'll probably, you know, I've talked about this before, and I've heard that it could burn kind of hot. And I've only had very little bits of it. And this will be the first big amount of mulberry I have. So once it dries, you know, in another year or two, we'll burn it, and then I'll finally know if it does end up burning hot or not. But I'll tell you what will burn hot. All these posts they're hedge posts, and they're like from a hedge apple or an Osage orange. I think it's all basically the same tree. And they burn white hot. I mean, when you burn them, they just get almost perfectly white, and the heat off of them is ridiculous. So we're going to have a bunch of these old posts in here that we're going to pull out, and we'll end up burning those at some point in time. And I guarantee that will be one of the hottest fires I've probably ever burned, burning a bunch of hedge like that. And then you saw the brush pile, of course. It's getting bigger and bigger. We started that, I think, the beginning or the spring probably of 22. So you usually burn it in the wintertime. So that's almost 1 year worth of brush on that pile. And we get a good cold, snowy day here in winter, we'll end up burning that as well. But anyway, that's it for today's video. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, there she goes. Where I wanted it.